This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam,
And I'm Pris.
and today we're talking about emotional connection and navigating that whilst playing in the lifestyle.
Oh,
Yeah, so I bring this up because, we obviously, for those who haven't listened to past podcast episodes, what are you even doing? Why are you
wah,
listening to this
wah.
one? You haven't listened to the past ones. You need to listen to the past ones first. Anyways, as we've said in past episodes, we have we started out very slowly in the journey for sexual conquests.
Yes.
And then eventually we worked our way into the polyamorous lifestyle. So we went from having no feelings and just being conquests
To too many motherfucking
to
feelings.
lots of feelings and lots of connections and lots of blah, blah, blah. All of that mushy stuff. And then we did that for 5 years, and then we backed off of that completely, and we went back to, I wouldn't say sexual conquest, but we started focusing more or less on friendships and sex
Yeah.
rather than romantic excursions,
Correcto mundo.
which is good. Obviously, poly is not for us. No, we just had lunch today, and we had a really good discussion regarding yours and my preferences and our perspectives about the lifestyle and whatnot. And, it was like I was telling you, I could absolutely be poly if you were not in my life.
Right.
If you and I had never met, if we had never dated, if we had never married, I feel like poly would have been perfect for me as it dates all the way back to like high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always had that feeling like you could be in love with several different people at once, and you could date several people at once, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you shouldn't have to lock yourself down to one person. Now, we were talking about it, and you were raised with very old school mentality of thinking.
I was, but I also had in high school and junior high, I always had lots of boyfriends.
So you kind of lived
And
a
I
little bit
used to,
poly
yeah,
back in high school.
and I cheated on all my boyfriends.
See, now, so that's the thing that gets me, because I've talked to people back in the day when we were poly, back in our hometown, and a lot of people looked down on us for being poly. And they used to tell us stuff like, "Ugh, I don't even know how you can do that." But these same people that would say that would cheat on their spouses.
Mhm.
And I just didn't
It's the
understand
openness
that.
because you don't it's kind of like it's a secret. Like, it's cheating, it's doing it undercover, it's doing it under you wanna do it,
Now let
so
me tell you, I have a cheating
kink.
I have a cheating kink. So
Yeah.
I understand the hotness that surrounds it, like we're doing something that we shouldn't be doing, and this
Right.
is kind of hot, and we got to keep this quiet, and we got to pretend like we're just friends until we get to the back room together and we go at it like animals.
Yeah.
That's hot, but to me, it's only hot with proper consent. You know what I mean?
You don't wanna
Like,
be you don't want me to cheat on you.
I like the cheating concept. I like the cheating theory as a kink,
Yeah,
consented cheating,
yeah,
but I don't like the actual cheating, and I'll tell you why, because it's unethical,
yeah,
and we're all about the ethics here.
yes.
We're all about the ethics.
But
This is
wait, you're going
ethical
off
non-monogamy.
subject.
I know, I'm rounding about. Trust me,
Okay,
I'm going back there.
okay.
I'm going back there. I'm going back there. Don't worry, guys, I'm going back there. I've had a lot of coffee, by the way.
Yeah.
So, what I was getting at was, yes, we were poly for 5 years. We did that whole thing. And now at this junket in our life, this chapter in our journey, we are actually at more of a friends with benefits thing. There's no romantic excursions involved.
Correct.
But, it we still are opening the door. There's emotional connections that are involved for both of us in different ways. Uh,
What's an example of an emotional
An
connection?
emotional connection doesn't mean romantic, but an emotional connection can be something like loving your friends.
Loving my friends.
Loving your friends.
That's just an emotional connection?
Well, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Okay.
Courtesy of Cataway. Love is an emotion.
Oh, okay.
That is an emotional connection.
I gotcha.
Now, I am not one to throw around the love word unless I mean it. So if I tell somebody, "Hey, I love you," I love them. I love them with my heart. Like, I love them. It doesn't mean it's romantic. It just means that I love them. And so there is an emotional connection. Now, for some in the lifestyle, they're able to have that emotional connection on a friendship basis, and they can still keep it a friendship basis and have sex with that person and keep those emotions from turning into anything romantic.
See, that's me.
That is you.
Yeah, I can keep it on a very friendly basis forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't hmm, I don't know if I don't allow myself or I just don't. I don't get emotionally connected.
I mean, you don't let yourself.
I don't let myself.
It's
I
almost like
have
there's something
I have
internal that just
friends.
prevents it.
Yeah, I have friends that I love. I have a lot of friends that I love.
Yeah.
And if they were to leave my life, I'd be sad about it.
Sure. Sure. Now, those friends that you love, do you have sex with them?
No.
Mm. Now, would that change? Like, would that change things?
I don't think so.
No?
I can keep that on a even keel.
Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, and and by all means, I am not dogging it whatsoever because I think I could be potentially one of those people back in the day. I just don't let me. But there are people out there who they have sex with people that maybe they have emotional connection with, they're really strong friends with, and they could easily turn it into a romantic situation if they are
Mm.
poly-minded, understand.
I think that can happen even if they're not poly-minded.
No, I think so too, but especially if they're poly-minded. They may not be poly, but they may kinda have it in their head like, "Oh, that's something interesting. That's a
To
thought."
start a relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I know it happens. I would really have to be comfortable in the situation to let that kind of happen. I mean, I've had friends that I've loved and they've gone away and I've actually had sex with them. And it's like, "Oh, that's sad." But it's okay.
yeah,
Yeah, so I can be friends and I can keep it on an even keel even if, like, I was, I love my friends, even if we had sex. Like, it wouldn't matter to me.
yeah. Because sex is just an act
Yeah.
of fun,
Yeah.
not an act of love.
Correct.
But you can have sex with somebody that you don't even really know very well. So you don't have to love somebody to have sex.
Correct.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right. And I don't have to love somebody to have sex, don't get me wrong, but I do need some sort of connection to them. I need to feel like I like them at least.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. I used to think I was really, really, really transactional.
yeah.
Like, I didn't even have to know their name type of thing. That's hot to
Right,
do.
right, right.
But I do need I do want now a little bit of some type of connection with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So emotional connection in the lifestyle, it is common.
Mhm.
Um, People have it on different levels. Now, something that we came across a few times, and we see it often in the lifestyle. It's happened to a lot of different people, and it's happened to us, I think, possibly in the past, long time ago.
Well, tell me what it is.
When we're a couple with very specific boundaries
Uh-huh.
and specific dynamic.
Uh-huh.
We're very much not looking for any kind of romantic situation. Now, like I said with the preamble, I have connections and stuff like that, but really we're looking for friends with benefits. We're not looking for a romance. I'm not looking for somebody to call my girlfriend, that sort of thing. We're very specific on that. But there are other couples out there who are open to the poly situationship. And we can easily become friends with these people, and we can easily get real close to them and that sort of thing. But what happens in the event that it comes out that they want, say, good example, you know, we end up having a really, really great, we have couples in our circle, in our tight circle, and we're very, very close to them, and
Mhm.
we love them. There's
Mhm.
great connection there. Our families know each other. Like, we're tight with our friends in
Yeah.
that way. Um, if one of those couples decides to say, "Hey, this is something we've been talking about. We feel like we're already connected now. Um, why not let's explore it romantically." What do you think about that? What would your immediate initial reaction be?
Stop it. You want my initial
I
reaction?
would love your initial reaction to that.
Yeah, no.
No, it would be like that? Like, that kinda sounds kinda rude, so.
You just asked me you wanted my
I
real.
know, but you don't gotta say it real
Yeah, I'd be like,
rude.
"Oh, no, we're not looking at that." Like,
Yeah,
I appreciate it,
yeah,
and I hope that you find what you are looking for, but that's not for us.
yeah. Now,
Period.
with that, because to me, the direct forward way I'm not much for beating around the bush. If our dynamics don't mesh, which is something that we were talking about earlier today, if we're with a couple and we're talking to them, excited about them, we like them a lot, and then we have the dynamic conversation and they say, well, we're not really looking to just have sex. We're looking for a couple that we can date and have sex. And we're
Mhm,
kind of solid on that.
mhm.
So if we're going to have sex, we need to be kind of like an item.
Yeah,
Um, and in a situation like that, you would ask me what my reaction would be. And my response would essentially be, well, I'm sorry. Um, that's a bummer.
yeah,
But if our boundaries don't mesh, um, we can't have sex. Like, I mean, it's
yeah.
just that I just don't see us bending boundaries to have sex with somebody, um, because if we're bending boundaries, then we're looking to change our dynamic.
Mhm.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
There's no sometimes about this.
yeah.
There's no exception to the rule.
I
It's
mean, I
like,
would still like to be friends with them,
yeah,
as long as they can keep an open mind about it and we're in the lifestyle,
yeah,
I mean, people can become protective and jealous and stuff, so as long as they understand that we don't want that and we want to still be in the lifestyle and still be friends,
yeah,
if we can't have sex with them, that's okay.
yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
they can find what they're looking for.
Sure, sure.
Um, I've seen it where it comes t I've seen it where it comes, like, really good friends, and they really want to, like, date each other, but one couple is just like, "No, we're not doing that." Um, Friendships break apart,
All the time.
you know?
I think I saw somebody talk about that. They were saying, sometimes, and it's not just in regular boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend relationships, but also in friendships where people grow apart.
Yes.
People just grow apart. And
Yeah.
we know it to be true in regular romantic relationships, especially people who started dating when they were young and they stayed together for years. And eventually, people mature at different levels, and some people want to stay on one level and other people want to keep moving forward.
Mhm.
Um, in situations like that, people grow apart. And it's the same thing with friendships. People grow apart.
Yeah.
um, where we were at in our lifestyle journey at the beginning, we are not the same people now.
No. No.
I would say we've changed a lot of our rules and boundaries. We've changed a lot of our perceptions, um, how we look at things, how we look at people, what we want out of this journey. And luckily for us, we're on the same page
Yeah.
for the most part.
For the most part,
There's areas of,
we agree to disagree.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I guess you could say it that way, yeah.
I
There
mean,
there are
we
areas
are.
where we're just on 2 different tracks,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And It's one of those things where, luckily for me, I don't feel like, and I was telling you this earlier, I don't feel like you're holding me back
Mhm.
on anything. I feel like where we're at on this journey right now is perfect. You're letting me enjoy, um, this kind of, I get to emotional connections with others. I'm not dating anybody. It's not a romantic thing, but I'm enjoying emotionally connecting and having good friends that I can also have sex with,
Right.
and you're able to do the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool, that's a pretty neat part, and of course, when it comes down to it, if I can involve you in any way, I prefer you be involved.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
even if
different.
it's just a matter of you watching or whatever,
Yeah.
like, if you can be you're my best friend, so if
Yeah.
you can be involved in one way or another, then that's just great,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
But it's one of those things where we respect others' privacies as well. It's you know, a good example is there's that couple that you were kinda
Yeah.
seeing,
Yeah.
and they are they are very into it's just you.
Right.
They're not entertaining other guys, which is fine. Totally cool with that. Um, but with that, there was a time if you were to reverse back, I don't know, 5 years, I would have been like, "Nah, we ain't doing that."
Even sooner than that.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
probably.
mean, yeah, I think even like a year ago, that
Yeah,
was one of our boundaries. I was
yeah.
like, "No."
Well, I think mentally I was
And
able to let it go back then,
yeah.
but it
And
was an
it's
even Stevens kinda situation.
exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, now I have a question. What happens how does one navigate when so for you and I, okay,
Yeah.
you are chatting it up with this girl and she's all about it and you sex, we're still connecting
Mm.
and she wants you to be her boyfriend.
You know, if that were to ever happen, it's never happened before, but if it were to happen, it would be a simple conversation of, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Like,
Mhm.
I can't excel to that.
Yeah.
And it's not even I can't, because I'm sure if I really, really, really wanted it, and I really, really sat down and talked to you about it, you would begrudgingly let me do my thing. But I
Yeah.
think you would not like it at all. But you would let me because you know that I'm an individual.
Yeah.
But it's not what I want.
Yes. I like how you add all that individual. You're
Well, I
so
mean,
no, I'm
it's
so with you. It
true,
is
I
so
mean, it's
true.
true. I mean, that's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's when we stopped being poly, we had that discussion because it was like, what if I meet somebody that I wanna explore that
Yeah.
with?
I think that was my major fear.
Insecurity,
That a
yeah.
major insecurity of mine
I still
was
think you have it, as a
oh,
matter
for
of fact,
sure. We
just a
were
little
just
bit.
talking about it.
Yeah.
I do probably have that insecurity of, ooh, he's gonna wanna date someone and we're gonna have that uncomfortable conversation, and I'm down for a lot of uncomfortable conversations, but that one just would probably break my heart more than anything.
Well, I think the poly thing really left you with a lot of PTSD and trauma.
Yeah.
And what I was explaining to you last night was it left me with a lot of PTSD
PTSD
and
and trauma,
trauma,
yeah.
but in the opposite direction.
Yeah, my reactions.
Your
Yeah,
reactions and things like that, like, I feel like we're just getting past that hump.
yeah.
And so
But you know what I do find funny and what everyone should listen is that you were so I do not want you to be dating anybody.
yeah,
Like, that's not our dynamic. Like, I
right.
just don't want that, and I don't wanna be dating anybody. But
Mhm.
you told me earlier, you're like, "Well, if you wanted to date a girl, I would be okay with that."
That's
And
the only time I wouldn't ask for even Stevens. I'd be like, "You know what? If this girl is interested in you,
y
sort of
yeah,
romantic thing,
yeah.
by all means."
And, I would never I probably would never I can tell you actually, I would never allow that.
Why?
My my brain and my heart are very different, and it's like they just know to be a label to one person.
Hmm,
Like, "I'm your wife."
mhm.
I don't mind
You'd still
being
be my wife.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know, but still,
that wouldn't change anything.
that's still something that I could never I can't get rid of that.
Yeah.
That's for me, that's a label, and I just want a label for you. Like, that's it. I couldn't be I could be someone's friend, like you said, friends with benefits,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's about it. And even that label sometimes gives me the cringes. I don't
Why?
know why.
Why I understand. So
I
I'll
mean,
tell you, I don't care for labels.
yeah,
And we've talked about this before for
like, they're
people.
just friends.
Yeah, like we have friends that are poly, and it's like, you know, we've talked about this. It's like the only way that I would ever consider dating somebody again would be if we were doing it together
Yeah,
and we were dating another woman.
who had the same exact
Right. Yeah.
situation kinda sorta as
Right.
ours.
Or another couple where we really can vibe with them and stuff like that.
Yes.
But even then,
Would be hard, but
it wouldn't be so much hard. It would be, let's not have labels. Don't give
yeah,
it a label,
don't give it a label.
because it's the label that turns things into a very solidified relation. Like, we can have a relationship, we can do all of this stuff, we can go through the motions, but the moment you start referring to me as your boyfriend, or you start referring to my wife as your girlfriend in a romantic way, then all of a sudden there's a label there,
Yeah.
and
Things change.
things
Yeah.
change,
Yeah.
things get a little weird,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Um, and so that's, I think a lot of it for you comes down to the labels.
For the labels, yeah, you belong to me. I don't want anybody to put a label on you. You are my husband. You are mine.
Mhm,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
mm.
they can play with you all day long, but the moment they say, "Oh, that's my boyfriend," I mean, I remember when we were poly and someone said, "Well, I'm so glad that he's gonna be my boyfriend," and I was like, "Yeah, no." I didn't like it then,
Yeah,
and I remember feeling this, like, I wanted to punch her from across the table because I was like, "How dare you?"
that's incredible.
You know? But it's like that, so, that's my thing, I don't want anybody to put a label,
Yeah.
that's I don't
But,
know.
we were talking about it last night, and because I find you incredibly fascinating. You fascinate the hell out of me.
Laugh at me.
I don't laugh. Well, yeah, I do laugh at you, but this specifically, I don't know what it is, and I ask you a lot of questions. We talk about it often,
Yeah.
and it's something that you don't understand. It's definitely something I don't understand. But we started kind of getting into the nitty gritty last night when we were talking about this, and I remember asking you. Even right now, we have the ability to play separately,
Mhm.
and that sort of thing. And I remember very specifically telling you last night, well, how do you feel about that? And you were like, well, it really depends on the person, but realistically, there's still certain, it comes in waves where I have these moments where I'm like, I don't want to share you.
Mhm.
That's mine. I don't want you to play with my stuff,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Um, and I just kind of sat back and I was thinking, why? Like, if I could just figure out the why, it would make more
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, there's obviously what is it you're afraid of? What is the fear there? What is the insecurity that you're battling deep inside? Because I know that you trust me,
Yes.
and that's not the issue. But realistically, that's all that matters, is you trust me. And it doesn't matter what anybody else does. And I remember you told me something like, I'm afraid you're gonna fall in love with them, and that you're gonna tell me, I wanna date this person.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, I've been shouting it for a
Oh,
while
yeah.
now
And now
that I don't wanna date.
and I honestly
Yeah,
know that, and I told you yesterday, I was like, "I totally understand." One, you and I got into this marriage, and we respect each other. Are
absolutely.
what we like, what we want. We
Yeah,
can jump out of this
at
lifestyle
any
at
moment.
any moment.
Right,
We can drop everything we're doing at any moment, no matter who decides it.
right.
No questions asked,
Sure.
right? That's our thing.
Yeah,
And so I know all this, but for some reason, a I am selective on who I allow to cross the boundary that I have for us in my head.
yeah, yeah,
It's it's a selective few, and it's not like, "Oh, I don't like that person." It's It's not even a liking type of situation because I like pretty much everybody.
Sure.
It's just a, uh, hold on.
Right. I'm not there yet.
I haven't felt your vibes
I
yet. I
understand.
haven't,
Sure.
for a lack of better words, you haven't proven yourself to me. Maybe you've proven to my husband, but my husband is a sweet fucking man.
I overlook a lot of stuff, or I don't overlook,
You don't
but
overlook.
I kind of
You give
I
everybody the
give everybody the
benefit of,
benefit of the doubt. Yeah,
yeah,
for
and
sure.
I do not.
No.
I am, okay,
They have to earn it with you.
they do, and
They have to earn it. Yeah.
so if you wanna play with my toy, I have to know that you're gonna be nice to my toy, true with my toy, but you also have to like the owner of the toy.
Right,
Do you
right.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
it's just, I mean, to put,
Yeah.
it's just that's just the way it is, but I know that you're not going to, one, fall in love with
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
the way you are in love with me.
Mm.
That's not gonna happen.
No. No.
And I know you're not going anywhere. Like, I
No.
really truly know you and I have built a life, and I'm I'm pretty sure we're very happy with each other.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
can honestly say that we are happy.
Yeah.
Um, but something in my brain just doesn't let me truly
Let go.
accept that.
So, what I've noticed is there's a bit of in our conversations when we talk about similar stuff to this, there's a reoccurring word that comes up
Mhm.
initially
Yes.
every single time that we talk about something similar to this,
Yes.
and it's the word control.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be there to control it.
Yeah, we were
I
just
can't
talking
Yeah, we
about it
were
in the
talking about
car.
it. Yeah, and I'm gonna bring that up in a little bit because I'm kinda curious, for the podcast land, how they feel about it. But I noticed that a lot of these, feelings that you have revolve around, "Well, I'm not there to control the situation."
Yes.
And what I realize is most of the time when you are there,
I don't control anything.
there's nothing that you can
There's
control anyways,
nothing.
and there's nothing that you would do, or you're not in the middle of things, you're not causing any problems, but you feel like as long as I'm there to step in if I need to, that sort of thing, or to hear a certain thing, maybe he didn't hear this, or maybe,
And
you
it's
know
never, ever, ever happened that I needed to do that.
No,
So
no.
I do not know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a weird one, but I think it I mean, you are a controlling person, and I don't mean that in a negative way,
No, yeah.
um, but, like, in our household, I mean, you control the kitchen, like,
I
there's a
do.
lot of aspects that you don't want us to
I
step in.
control our family life.
Yeah, she's
I
head of the household,
I
I mean,
don't
essentially.
control our I thought I controlled, or I thought I had the controllingness or the control of the lifestyle. Like, I thought I controlled you in the lifestyle.
Hmm,
And I don't control you in the lifestyle, but you do a lot of things for me,
right.
because of my insecurities and my fear. Um, so, and it's not the word controlling, but it's you abide by the rules that I want, and not, I don't even know how to say that in a nice way. Like, you're cool about it. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you have always said, "Hey, me have sex with other people."
Yeah.
Like, it's the least I can do. And these rules and boundaries were super, super, like,
They were pretty strict for a while, yeah.
enforced for many
Yeah,
years, which kept us out of the playing field, which kept us
it did.
from doing a lot, from growing,
And then,
right?
if something came up, sometimes we would argue about it, like, it was a
Yeah.
thing.
I
Yeah.
didn't know how to not react.
Sure.
And so yeah, no, it is a word that comes up a lot, is controlling.
Yeah.
And I know that it's about, and I know that I'm saying it and it sounds so dumb because I have never had to, one, step in other than for myself.
When we were poly, there was a couple of situations where, some women were very overbearing and you felt like you had to step in and take care of it.
Oh, for
Um,
yeah, yeah,
and it was more of a disrespect thing. I feel like a lot of the trauma that you have now, like I said, it comes from the poly
for
time
sure.
that we were there. And I think a lot of that just really soured you on the experiences. But I think that PTSD or that trauma, I don't think it really has a place here in where we're at in this specific time. And so for me, when I hear you say there to control it, and then I'm going, well, even still, like, I'm a big boy, you know? And if I'm out with somebody and they're acting a certain way, they're trying to on when somebody's really, really on me,
Yeah.
I get uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
I love physical touch, I love somebody to be on me, but when it's taking a new kind of dynamic to it,
Yeah.
and it seems more romantic rather than physical affection,
Yeah.
I start getting a little uncomfortable. And it's not so much because I don't want it, but it's more so if it's something that
I
feels
do.
inappropriate that my wife were to see and be like, then I feel
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable,
Yeah,
no
I know.
matter if I'm out or
So
not.
so I know that,
Yeah.
and I know that even when I'm not with you,
Yeah.
you'll come and tell me.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you come
Absolutely.
in like a little boy and you're like, "Honey, I have to tell you something."
Well, because I'd rather you hear whatever happened from me,
Yeah.
because if I don't say anything and you find
Now,
out about it,
do you
it's my
tell
ass.
you tell the other person
Hmm.
that
What?
this makes me feel uncomfortable, or
Uh,
you just don't do that, or you just make it
well,
a
so
reason?
it's never really come up
No.
in person. It's more so a hypothetical. But if it were to come up, I would probably, in a very nice way, say, I'm a little uncomfortable. You
Yeah.
know, um, I would hope that they would be able to take that and go, I'm sorry, which most of the people that I talk to are very respectful and they're very
Yeah.
good at reading the room and they're respectful to you and that sort of thing. So if I were to say something even as light as that, as, "Oh, I'm a little uncomfortable," they would immediately back off and go, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to overstep," or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they would. Yeah,
Um,
they're so sweet.
but I feel like that's also another thing that needs to be kept in mind is the people that I talk to, the people that we surround ourselves with are genuinely good people
Yeah.
for the most part.
Oh, yeah, everyone that I know,
Yeah.
that I've
Um,
met, talked to, are super respectful,
yeah,
um, and they understand. A lot of them listen to the podcast, so they
sure.
kind of know what kind of person I am and
Yeah.
what kind of person you are
Yeah,
and
yeah,
what they expect. Now, don't listen to the podcast. You at least tell them, I at least tell them.
yeah.
Um, I'm a little I'm probably a little bit more open than you are, just because I'm a woman, and I feel like I have to be.
And you
I have
can be.
and I have to set my boundaries very quickly off the bat.
Right.
Now, I'm trying not to do that so quickly because I understand there's certain people that need certain things, and I understand that things happen, and I can't go in there and be like, "Look, honey, whenever you're done having sex with this girl, I want you to turn your back, put your clothes on, peace out, and walk out the door."
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It can't be as black and white.
there
Yeah.
are women that need that
Little moment
little
afterwards.
moment after,
Yeah.
It
They
was
don't
really
wanna
good."
feel like
They
it's
don't
wham bam, thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am,
I'm
I'm
an
out.
okay feeling like the wham bam, thank you, man. That's me. That might not be the other person, you know?
Right.
And sometimes I do feel like, "Oh my god, I'm such a bitch because I just did that." But I came in for a certain reason, and I do not get that kind of attachment.
Yeah. And, between the 2 of us, you are the more vocal person. You basically speak our boundaries for us most of the time, and I let you. And the reason
Yeah.
why is because and this is gonna sound horrible, but realistically, people already think you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, with
I
the
might
way
as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're already gonna be vocal.
Yeah.
People are and it's not just you. Most of the time, whenever you have a woman who is a strong personality and is vocal, even in the lifestyle,
Or
a
outside.
lot of people will sit back and go, "Man, I like her, she's hot, but she's a little
Oh,
bitchy,"
man,
you know?
I've had people in the vanilla world tell me that
Yeah,
because I'm just so open and honest. I wasn't always open and
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I was always the, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'll deal with this another time."
Right,
Or, "Man, I don't wanna hurt people's feelings."
right.
But it's okay to hurt people's feelings. Like, not even to hurt, like, speak what you want because your feelings are just as valid as their feelings,
Well,
like,
see, and so
period.
but I think that with that so I let you usually as a couple, I let you be our spokesperson on a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Mhm.
especially strong boundaries and things like that, because it's it's gonna come out a little bit more stern from you. You're very direct, and I know you don't care.
No.
Me personally, I don't like to hurt feelings
Yeah.
and this and that. I wanna be sweet and stuff, and so I think because I let you speak for us as a couple, I think that you think that I'm afraid to vocalize my boundaries.
Probably.
I'm afraid to stop somebody if
Yeah.
they're making me uncomfortable. But realistically, I have a voice, and I feel in a situation like that, I can speak up.
But we've had situations happen
Have we?
and you oh, well, maybe you didn't realize it. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referring
Yeah. No,
to.
you didn't realize it. So we've had situations happen where I did not like a certain thing
Uh-huh.
and it's happened.
So see,
But you probably didn't realize.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is if I knew,
Yeah.
I would speak up.
Yeah. Like when
Situation like
we had met this couple and you started kissing her and you were gonna take her to the room, and I was sitting on the couch and you were like, "I'm gonna go to the room," and I was like,
oh, man, the face you made
excuse me?"
was, "Where are you going? Why are you leaving me here?" situation, and I
Yeah.
was like, wait a second, what's happening?"
Yeah.
Um,
But no, so we
but that
talked.
was the situation that we weren't prepared for, and we
Yeah.
didn't talk about ahead of
And so
time.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
Now we know how it's gonna be planned out and whatever, but it's very,
There was another situation where we were with a couple, and you were in the room with him, and I went to a separate room with her, and the whole night she was kissing, and I she was marking me up, and I had no idea.
yes.
And when we left, we got in the car and you were like,
We went to
"She"
go eat,
we went to go eat,
and you
and you saw and
turned,
you
and
were
I was
like,
like,
"She marked you up."
"What the
And
fuck?"
in that situation, that was another situation where I had no idea. If I
Yeah.
knew,
Yeah.
I would have put a stop to
Yeah.
it, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most of the time, if I know, then it's gonna make me uncomfortable
Mhm.
because I know it's something you don't like.
Yeah.
And so I'll speak up, but I've never really had to do that.
No.
Um, but I have a voice. I know how to stop, how to put a
Boys,
stop to
you a
things.
big boy? Oh, I like how you
That's
gonna
right.
do it?
Right there.
L
The
hand up?
hand up, almost
Uh-huh.
like the DARE program. You put the
Okay.
hand up like that and you go,
Uh-huh.
"Stop right there.
Okay.
Don't go any further.
That's right.
This is this is a no-go zone."
I love
That's
that.
right,
The
that's right.
no-go
The
zone.
no-go zone, yeah. I need to get one of those crossing guard stop signs,
Consider it done.
handheld stop signs.
Amazon.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
We'll put a
Or
stop sign with my face that says,
Or
"No go."
or even
This face
better,
right here.
we can get a paddle, and
Uh-huh.
on one side of the paddle is red, and
Uh-huh.
on the other side of the paddle is green. And anytime they're doing good, I'll hold up the green. And anytime they're doing bad, I'll flip that motherfucker
What if it's
around.
my face on the paddle and I go like this? And then
Yeah,
when it's good, I go like this.
I don't want your face associated with that because that face those faces that you're making right there, those are not gonna make my wiener hard.
It's okay.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so what is this show about again?
We're talking about it. It's about emotional connection and how to navigate it in the lifestyle,
Yeah.
and the different dynamics because we're talking about bumping uglies you've got two different couples. We're bumping uglies,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it gets elevated to a different emotional connection. How do you navigate that? And can you keep the friendships? Can it still survive?
I think so.
Yeah, because let me tell you something.
What?
Something I've just learned about you is you do not handle rejection very well.
Honesty. I handle honesty.
You handle honesty,
It's not
but you don't
no,
handle
it's
rejection.
not the rejection.
I've seen you be
No.
rejected honestly, and honestly, you don't handle rejection
Look at
very
me in the
well.
eyes. Look at me in the eyeballs.
I am looking at you in the eyeballs.
People do have not rejected me in front of me.
You can put that finger down, girl. Don't get all
Like,
crazy. This
be
ain't Jerry Springer.
transparent. Be transparent.
Yes, no, I agree. Be transparent, be open, be honest, be straightforward with it.
Yes.
And I'm sure you will take it, but be for real here, girl. You don't like to be
Nobody likes to be
rejected.
rejected,
Of course, nobody
but
likes to be
I don't
rejected.
like to not know that.
Yeah.
Don't lead me on. If you do not like me right off the bat, you should just say, ooh, Pris, yeah, you and I don't vibe. Because I'll tell you if we don't vibe.
I feel like you're getting worked up right now.
I know you
It's
did this.
unnecessary, girl. It's
Mm-mm.
unnecessary. You need to bring it down.
I'm
Bring
gonna
it
drink
down.
some of my
Yeah,
Red
drink
Bull
drink
here.
some of your Red Bull Rebel. You know, it's more or less it's just a fun discussion to me
Yeah,
because I obviously it's a hypothetical. We're trying to figure out how to navigate
yeah.
those feelings, and realistically, you can only figure them out when you're in the moment. There's a lot of jealousies in the lifestyle,
Oh, for sure.
among a lot of
I am
people.
a jealous person.
Well, you're jealous when it comes to me,
Yes.
but I'm not talking about spousal jealousy.
Oh.
I'm talking about friend jealousy. I'm talking about
Oh.
if I'm emotionally attached to
Mhm.
somebody
Mhm.
and we play on a regular basis,
Mhm.
and then I see them taking an interest in somebody else and playing with somebody else,
Yeah.
that's, me personally, I don't have an issue with it.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not a jealous person either.
Mhm.
I'm not jealous in our relationship.
I wonder how that would make me feel.
If you were, say, attached to somebody
Uh-huh.
and you play with them on a regular basis,
Mhm.
they're not a they're your regular friends with benefits. You have a great time with this person. You have a wonderful time. And all of a sudden they go from being with you all the time and spending time with you and hitting you up all the time, and y'all have a great time to all of a sudden they're contacting you less and less. It's kinda backing away. They're
Oh.
showing and you're noticing that they're showing interest in somebody else, and that
Okay.
interest is going away.
So it's not like the same and then they just whenever
Right, so they're not
oh,
showing you the same interest
it
as
kinda
they were
delves
before. It's
out.
almost like, "Well, okay, I'm done
Yeah.
with you. I'm moving on to the next
I would
person."
probably feel sad about that,
Yeah.
for a moment if they didn't, like, tell me, like not they don't have to tell me,
Mhm.
right? So, like, if we were playing with constantly or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And we went to the club, not with them, but we went to the club,
sure.
and I saw them with another couple, I would at least let them, like, acknowledge them. I wouldn't ignore them, but I wouldn't care.
That for me is a big thing that I had to kinda evaluate, recently because, um, we recently had an experience where we went to the club. We went out of town with a friend of ours.
Mhm,
She stayed with us. We took her to the club with us. So we walked in as a threesome
mhm,
essentially. And what I had told her was, "Hey, look, you are not betrothed to us. You can
mhm.
go do your thing. You see people that you want to hang out with. You don't have to." And I've been asked this before by somebody. They said, "Hey, as a single person, when I go into the club with a couple, am I expected to stay with them all night?"
No.
And I remember very specifically
Oh, I
telling them,
remember,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember telling them very specifically, I was like, "You don't have to stay with anybody." Like, but realistically, you need to have that conversation ahead of time.
Yeah,
You can't walk in there and then go, this is uncomfortable. Should I stay by this person the whole night? Like,
yeah,
I don't know what to do."
yeah,
If you would just have that conversation, if you would just speak up, chances are this whole thing would get figured out and nobody would be uncomfortable. But that situation specifically, I remember mulling it over in my head because, we had this wonderful human being who was, our sidekick for the night.
yeah,
And we're used to doing our own thing. And
yeah,
all of a sudden we had this other person. And I was a little bit worried about her because I was like, I don't want to leave her there by herself, and she is kind of like our date. But you and I, we go to the back often
mhm,
and we like to mingle and we like to talk to others. And I didn't want her to feel left out, but I also didn't want her to, feel like she had to stay with us at all times.
mhm.
And so that was a really hard thing because I was like, what if she sees us having sex with somebody else in the back? Then she's like, well, I'm right here. Why aren't y'all having sex with me? You know what I mean? Like something like that. I didn't know how if there was going to be jealousies and stuff, and there wasn't. It was just me overthinking.
Yes.
But it's one of those things where I'm like, man, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to have a good time. And that's where I realized I can be emotionally connected to people. I can find them incredibly attractive. I can even play with them on a regular basis. And I fully support them having sex with others because what are we doing in this lifestyle?
Yeah.
We're here to have sex with others. I'm not here to get married to somebody else. I'm not
Mhm.
here to date somebody else. I'm here to make friends, have sex, and chew bubble gum. I'm almost out of gum.
Yes.
So that's what I wanna do. I want and if I wanna have sex with others, and I don't want somebody to come up to me and go, "Oh, well, that kinda bothered me that I had to see you with somebody else, like, you coulda told me," and it's like, "Well, wait a second now. I ain't married to you.
Yeah.
I don't have to explain anything to you."
Yeah.
Luckily, that has not happened to me,
Yeah.
but it's always in the back of my head, like, "Is that gonna happen? Is somebody gonna get,
Is it?
attached?" I don't think so. I don't think
Is it
anybody.
on the back of your head?
Oh, it jumps in there
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, "Ooh," hopefully, but me personally,
Yeah.
I thought about this. I was like, um, like there's somebody right now that I'm talking to and we'll flirt with each other and that sort of thing. We haven't played yet, but we'll flirt back and forth and this sort of thing. And it's kind of like, yeah, I'm flirting with you, but then she'll also be like, well, I hope you're having your fun with others. And I'm like, well, I hope you're having your fun with others. Like, it's cool. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, god, I know she's out there having sex with somebody else." No, dude.
Yeah.
Go get you some. By all means, get that shit. I
Yeah.
plan on hitting it too at some point. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be open. Let's be honest about what we want. This is a sexual friendship, you know? And I
Yeah.
don't have to feel jealousies in sexual friendships.
No, and I mean,
You should be
yeah.
celebrating your friends' wins.
I don't know how you deal with so many messages.
I don't know how I do
I
either.
mean,
I
as your
just so many messages. I don't get that many
as
messages,
your
girl.
wife, you're not just talking to one person, like, you talk to everybody. You have a lot of women you talk to.
And they're not all women, honey. I talk
What
to men
no,
too. I'm just saying.
I'm
I'm
talking
available to friends. That's
I'm
all I'm
talking
saying.
about, like,
You're
women.
talking about,
Like,
yeah, like a flirtatious
you are having your
conversation.
flirtatious conversations with a lot of women. But
I
as your
beg to
wife, I do not
differ.
care.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
really not talking to that many women,
but either way, more than me.
I guess.
No, and so, yeah, you definitely have your fun. You don't hold boundaries at all. Like, you don't hold, like they asked you, "I hope you're having your fun." Oh,
Yeah.
by all
Yeah.
means, yeah,
This is
this
this is what it is,
my honey
and
boo boo is the person that is the you have a lot of fun.
I'm trying to enjoy myself.
Yes,
2025 is the year of Confident Adam, and Confident Adam wants to enjoy himself.
and confident wifey here says you
Mhm.
should be enjoying
Oh, I like
yourself.
that. Confident wifey is so sweet.
Confident wifey says you should be enjoying yourself, and
It's been a long time since I've been able to feel wanted by anybody other than you.
mhm,
And I love you never make me feel unwanted. And that's such a great feeling.
mhm,
But I want to say, and I don't know if it's an official kink, but it feels like it's a kink sometimes.
mhm,
Major turn on to feel wanted. And
mhm.
somebody told me that the other day. They were like, "Oh, well, everybody wants to feel wanted." Negative. You must not have met my wife.
Yeah.
My wife does not want to feel wanted.
No.
She doesn't care about that. She just wants to have her fun.
If you want me in the moment. So you don't have to verbally tell me you want me. If you show an action,
Yeah.
I know it. And you don't have to constantly tell me that you want me.
Right, right,
Like, if we have sex or if we're gonna have fun,
right.
and if you don't want me, like, I'm not one of those people.
No, you're not. And you're not
No.
a needy person with
No.
anybody but me.
No.
You're needy with me.
Yeah.
And that's cool because we're married.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, I really feel like for me, in order to be sexually aroused, that I have to have that want. I
Yeah.
have to feel that want.
Yeah.
I have to know that you're really wanting me. Now, do I have to feel like only you have only eyes for me? No. Fuck
Yeah.
no. You could be hanging on 4 or 5 different people and occasionally look over at me and give me those eyes, and I'll be like, "Oh, that chick wants me."
Mhm.
And I'm digging it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It doesn't take much for me. But I need that,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't need it, but I do like it.
You had a few experiences where you
Yeah,
enjoyed it, yeah.
like, especially if you don't ever say it to me, like, via text or messenger or whatever, but when we're getting it down, you're like, damn, I've been wanting you. Forget about it.
You're gonna be moaning some
That I
loud.
like,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but I didn't know I liked that until I let myself like that. So,
Yeah, and,
but yeah,
it's letting down a lot of walls
yeah,
in your head to be
yeah.
like,
But I
"Okay, I
mean,
can
in the
enjoy this."
lifestyle, you should be making different connections, like be a little bee, go and fly to the little flowers.
Yeah,
Be a little
that's my friend's favorite
I
analogy that
know.
I came up with was, I
Yeah.
mean, we're sexual bees,
We're sexual
and we're
bees,
going from flower to flower, we're enjoying ourselves, we're having our own
and that's
little,
how you should be. You
experiences.
know, you shouldn't have any I mean, maybe you as your partner or you as personally just have certain boundaries, you don't wanna get emotionally attached or
Yeah,
you don't wanna do this, but go and do your thing, man. See what happens.
yeah.
You don't know what happens until you at least try it.
And that's the thing is and I think I have to for it because initially when we first started opening up with some of this journey, you were like, "No, I don't wanna do that." And I was like, "Well, why not?" And you're like, "'Cause I don't like that." And I said, "Well, how do you know if you haven't tried it?" And you were
Mhm.
like, I guess you got a point there."
Mhm.
So it's one of those things where, okay, open your mind, give it a try. If you really don't like it, then don't do it. But
For sure.
it's always good to keep an open mind. Now, one thing I do wanna go back to because I did mention it in the show, when we were talking earlier today, and I had a real interesting question that popped into my head, and it's something that I've been thinking about over time, because I am a kisser. I love to kiss. I
Mhm.
love to kiss. I really enjoy it, and, I like for somebody that I'm interested in, I like to have that connection. I like to be able to kiss. It's very, it's like foreplay to the foreplay. It's leading up to it. Even if we're not going to have sex that time, couple of makeout sessions over the span of a few weeks, forget it.
Mhm.
Like it's hot. I enjoy it. But a lot of times whenever I'm in front of a woman that I walk out with or I want to kiss, you're there with me.
Yeah.
We're together like all the time.
Mhm.
And so it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, when I was younger and throughout my entire life, anytime I saw somebody kissing in public, anytime I saw a makeout session happening, I felt embarrassed and ashamed for looking, and I would turn away real fast and I'd run away. Like
Mhm.
I shouldn't be here for this. It's almost like walking in on somebody who's having sex. Like it's just, oh my gosh, sorry, sorry, and I
Right.
walk away. So I've had that feeling for so long since I was very little.
Yeah.
And even still, I wanna say there's been, like, a couple times where we've been at, like, a meet and greet or an event, and some people will just come up to each other and just start making out in front of everybody, and I'm like, "Oh, let me look the other way. Sorry, I need to give them, visual, privacy."
Privacy.
Yeah, and so with all of that said, I have 2 choices in that situation. Do I kiss them in front of you and do our thing? Or do I tell you, "Hey, honey, I'm gonna take a walk with this girl right quick. I'll be back," How do you feel whenever you're there in front of me and I start making out with another girl? Is it weird for you? Do you have, uh
Situational.
situational?
It's situational. I don't feel weird, but it's situational depending on the person. Um, it depends on the person.
I also bring it up not just for you, but also for and that's why I'm saying it here on the podcast, because a lot of you out there are listening, and there's a lot of couples out there. And I really am curious, how do you feel standing next to your spouse and watching your spouse make out with somebody? It's just the 3 of y'all. I asked this because I had that experience, not too long ago, and I was standing there with this couple, and, we were having good conversation, and it was a moment in time. I had an opportunity. I had to take up on it because I don't always have these opportunities. And the husband said it was cool. So her and I started making out while he was there. And I didn't think about it at the time. But later on, I was like, man, I worked for him. I hope it wasn't weird.
I mean, when you asked him, I don't know if it I mean, I
I
think
didn't ask him that. I mean, I asked him if it was okay, but I didn't
yeah,
ask him like if it made him feel awkward,
yeah.
thing like that. I'm sure that's going to be a weird
But now
conversation.
you
But
asked him, right? he's not gonna say no. Isn't that weird? That's most people will not say no because you put them in the spot.
Gosh, you think?
Yeah.
Really?
I wouldn't. I'd be like, actually, no, I'd probably be yes or no, right?
No,
I'm easier.
you've told people before
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You've told people, like, "Don't kiss him right now."
Yeah.
That
'Cause you
sort of thing.
yeah, we
Like,
were
you've straight up you've said that before.
yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
is it an awkward thing? Are you okay?
are
Like, whenever I'm with you, so this is the funny thing about it. If you're making out with another woman,
yeah.
I'm watching.
Right.
Oh, man, I'm watching, I'm probably filming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's hot. I love watching that. If you're making out with another man, I feel the need to look away
Yeah.
and give you some
But
privacy.
that's your kink.
I wouldn't say that.
But your kink is for me to be with another person.
Person, period. Woman,
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it
But
doesn't
why would
matter.
you look away if that's your kink?
I would look away because
Because you don't know, like, you're like,
that's because I have always
found
found
that that was
that that was, like, a private thing,
yeah.
and I should give you visual
How
privacy.
funny. No.
Isn't that weird?
You should watch.
But if it's girl on girl, I'm watching.
You should watch either way.
Well, it's not like I'm bothered by it.
Yeah.
Like, I like watching
You
you
asked me
kiss.
if I was bothered by it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather be there
Yeah.
if I'm given the
Rather
choice.
than me say, "Hey, I'm gonna take this person and we're gonna go
Yeah, I would
decide."
rather be there.
Yeah.
Um, I occasionally like to watch, but it is situational.
Mhm.
Like, it is person by person. Um, but yeah, I like to watch, and if I don't like to watch, I'll look the other way and be like, "Oh, what is so and so doing over here?"
And, that's always hard for me because I view kissing as such
I didn't know that because
a private thing.
you've done it so all the whole this whole time. I didn't
What?
know that you felt that it was a private thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
do
all
it
these
I
years.
do it in front of
Uh-huh.
people for your sake, because if I take somebody off to the side, you're gonna be like, "Where are you going?
What the
What are
fuck?
you doing? Why did you leave me by myself?" I don't like leaving you by yourself. I do it in front of everybody because I want me there,
Oh, but you would
but it's
rather
a
do it
very private thing for me.
but not giving you a blowjob or anything like that.
That I
That's more
mean,
sexual?
more
I'm trying
sexual.
to understand,
Yeah,
not
no, no, no. That's more sexual, and that's a turn on.
uh-huh.
But the kiss is, like, leading up to it and doing all this stuff. It's more intimate than oral. It's more intimate than having sex, to me. The
That
kiss is more intimate. It's not more romantic. Don't confuse the 2.
put the knife away?
Yeah, it's more intimate. It's meant to be more, like, one-on-one kinda
That's
thing.
funny because I think you just hit the nail. I think that is more romantic.
The kissing?
And and if you're doing it and, like, doing it privately, it's more it could lead to more romanticness and a certain type of intimacy.
See, I don't agree with that. I
Yeah.
mean, I agree with the fact that it can. Realistically, anything can lead to that.
Yeah,
I can take
but
a girl out on a date for dinner, and it could lead to that certain type of intimacy. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying, like,
But
when
that's the thing is, if that certain type of intimacy is not what I want, to me,
I think the whole part of it is having to do it away.
I wonder if this is generational. Look, here's the
Oh
difference. No,
my
no, 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 no. Check
god.
this out. Check this out.
Okay, go.
Because you're Gen X.
Oh my
Baby,
god.
I'm millennial, baby. All right. I was born in '82.
Only by a year,
I am a
man.
millennial.
Whatevs, go. Keep on.
1980 was the cutoff for Gen X. You are Gen X, baby. Okay.
Mhm.
I am all millennial.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So we are generationally different.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, yes.
With that being said, I wonder if this is a generational thing because the way I grew up, yeah, I grew up through a good portion of the '80s, but I also grew up during a very good portion of the '90s. Pretty much throughout all of the '90s
Okay.
was my childhood,
Yeah.
more so than the '80s, my memories and all that stuff. And I was an MTV child. And I remember very specifically back when MTV started sucking and it was a bunch of shows,
Uh-huh.
Real World, all that stuff. I remember there were shows that would show a bunch of these college women, they all go out, and they all go to these different clubs, and then they make out with their friends. These are friends, guy friends, girlfriends, and they would make out with them. It wouldn't change their relationship, it wouldn't turn things romantic. They would be out, and they would just fucking be, like, making out with them, and I thought that was hot.
Uh-huh.
I thought that the idea of having a friend or friends that you can make out with
Uh-huh.
and still be friends with, I thought that was a really great thought, and
Yeah.
I love it. I kinda
Oh,
live
no.
that right now,
Yeah, but
but
where is it generational? We're talking about
well, that's what I'm getting at,
okay.
is that you're Gen X, you're kind of old school mentality, and I'm millennial.
No.
I'm
I
more
love kissing friends, but what I'm saying is
well,
when
wait, you love kissing friends? Excuse me, but that could lead into romantic stuff.
no, I will kiss my friend in front of you. I don't have to put it away.
I
That's what I
know. Well,
mean.
obviously, I don't have to put it away either because I do it in front of you.
But you're saying that you didn't that you do it for me in
I
front of
do,
me,
yeah.
that you would rather be have it in a separate area away from me.
I mean,
So that may
not to hide something,
oh, I
but
well,
just
yeah.
because it's I feel like it's a little private because I'll tell you why.
Okay,
Here's why.
okay.
Because as I'm making out with this person
Yeah,
and I'm enjoying the moment, my mind is gonna be, "What's my wife doing right now? Is she staring at me?" Because there have been times where I stopped kissing someone, looked over at you, and you're staring at me with a very not happy look.
yeah.
Or is she looking around and, like, is this an awkward moment for her? And then I start overthinking it, and I'm like, "Okay, I better stop this now." And I can't fully enjoy myself because I'm worried about you.
Huh? Because 'Cause you're worried about me.
Yeah, because there have been so many times where I've been making out with somebody, and you're just sitting there looking at me like, "Are you done? Can we go?"
Oh, well, that's only one person.
And no, it's been with a few different
Well,
people.
or maybe the
Yeah, no,
2.
it's not definitely not
Yeah,
one person.
I mean,
It's
it's
happened several
but I
times
mean,
before. And so I'm like, "Ugh."
that's also the but it hasn't happened recently. It hasn't even happened recently
No, it
in
hasn't happened recently.
the way that I am
No,
thinking.
no, no, it
Do you
has
know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, 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 it hasn't happened
So
recently at all, but it's something that you've done enough to where it's held on to me, and I'm sitting here going,
and it's kind of the same feeling. Is it the same feeling that you had when we would play together?
and I was worried about you and how you were
Yeah,
reacting and stuff, yeah,
yeah. But
absolutely.
how has that changed?
Well, you've shown me the confidence that it's all good, but also you're with somebody else,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't have to worry about you, I know that you're doing your thing.
Mhm.
If I was having sex with somebody and you're sitting there and not involved, just kinda sitting there, well, I'm gonna be wondering what you're
Mm,
doing.
mhm.
Sex, not so much. It's it's the kissing,
Hmm.
because I know that you view that as romantic. I don't view it as romantic.
No, not all kissing.
Uh,
No, the specificness of it is what you're saying is what I find more romanticness
of
and
doing it
intimacy.
alone?
Yes.
So kissing alone is romantic.
Yeah,
Kissing in front of people is not.
and more intimate,
What does that mean?
more I don't know. I don't know, but in my head, that's what it is. Kissing alone is more intimate and romantic
Yeah.
as opposed to kissing in front of me. Now, I don't care.
But, I mean, how can
I feel like
so
that
how
is,
can
but
you define that it's romantic for somebody else, though? It's your view
it's
that is
my
I gotcha,
view.
I
It's
gotcha.
my view.
Okay.
Yeah, my view
So
is more
you're gonna assume that if I'm kissing somebody one-on-one in another room, that it's romantic.
that it's romantic and
Uh-huh.
more like
Or
more
it
and
leads the door open to romance.
yeah, like, "Ooh, I can't do this in front of my wife. This has to be a you and me moment," which then I feel might put a little bit more feelings behind it
Mm.
as opposed to
Why?
I guess because of that, because you what can't you do in front of me?
Well, I just explained to you the reasoning
Because
behind it,
right,
because
because
it's gonna be awkward, I'm gonna be worried about you, that sort of
yeah.
thing.
But we
So,
have
in other words,
sex now in front of like, with
yeah,
me there, and that feeling has gone away, like
yeah, but when we have sex, like,
uh-huh.
say in a threesome, I have sex with
Well,
another
no, a
woman and
threesome
you're
is
there,
different. Yeah.
you're gonna be involved.
Yeah.
And even if you're not, you're sitting there watching, it's still sexual because chances are you're fucking touching yourself and doing that whole
Yeah.
thing while you're watching us.
Right.
But kissing is different. If I'm
Mhm.
making out with somebody in front of you, you're just gonna be sitting there, not talking to anybody, not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think we've had that situation happen. I mean, if you're kissing
Mm.
somebody and we're on a date, I usually go in the car. I'll watch for a little bit, then I'll just go in the car and leave you be.
Well, what about the club? I mean, it happened.
Even at the club, like,
It's happened.
if you're kissing, when we first started going to the club,
Mhm.
yeah, when women would just grab you as we were walking out,
But now, like,
but now
we know the
even
people, it's like
I talk to somebody else
because there was a
or I
specific
look.
moment, like, this past weekend,
Uh-huh.
we were at the club, and you were sitting to my right,
Mhm.
and there was a girl to my left,
Mhm.
and her and I started making out just for a short period of time. And in that short period of time, I cut it short because I was thinking, "She's gotta be feeling awkward right now."
No,
And so I stopped.
not at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, isn't that
No.
funny? But you're always in the back of my head, though,
But
you
I'm
know?
not feeling awkward at
Yeah,
all, especially now
yeah.
with the way I feel. No, not at all. I can make myself useful.
That's an interesting
I can make myself useful.
interesting choice of phrasing.
Yeah, move her hair,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
or I can just if I'm uncomfortable,
yeah.
I am okay with removing myself.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I'm cool with removing myself and doing else. I'm comfortable enough to do that.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't know how I feel about to be very honest, the whole doing it without me there.
What, the kissing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel. I'll have
yeah.
to look at that more.
I just find it interesting that you view it as romantic. I mean,
Yeah.
I
But
I
it's
don't
no, it's the
I don't
2.
associate yeah.
It's the 2 things.
Yeah, no, I know.
Romance and intimacy. I don't know why, but yeah,
I mean, I to
yeah.
me, intimacy you can have with friends. It doesn't mean romance.
And I totally agree with you to a certain extent.
Like,
Just like
we
this. Like,
a good example of intimacy.
okay.
Uh, we were we had some friends of ours, we went to somebody's house, this is a good while back,
Mhm.
and we were all on the couch, and it
Mhm.
was me, and you were to my left, and a good friend of ours, she was to my right,
Mhm.
and we were all really tired. It was a long night,
And you were warm and
and I
cuddlies.
was warm and cuddlies, and so you cuddled over here on my left,
Mhm.
she cuddled with me on the right, we covered ourselves with a blanket, and we literally sat there. Now that was an intimate moment. It wasn't romantic,
Mhm.
but it was an intimate moment. Um, that's intimacy. It's kind of this little moments that we share that are, very specific to,
Mhm.
us,
Mhm.
but it's not synonymous with romance. It's often looked upon because it's usually included in romance. It's included in one-on-one, relationships, things like that.
Mhm.
So I can see why the 2 would be associated together all the time. But to me, if I can separate romance from sex and I can have sex with somebody without feeling like I'm gonna fall in love with them, to me, I can separate romance and intimacy,
Mhm.
and I can be intimate with somebody without feeling romantic. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's always, it's one of those things I can just separate the 2. But I think a lot of the reason why we associate the 2 is the same way a lot of people associate love and sex. It's how we're taught
Yeah.
as we grow up,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just kind of we're taught by school, movies and
Yeah.
family and
Yeah.
church and all sorts of stuff. Everybody teaches the same thing. It's like if you're gonna have sex with them,
Yeah.
you can't have sex with somebody and not love them. And
No.
then you reach a certain age and you realize, oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I can have sex with somebody and not love them all the time.
Yes.
I can pretend to love them just to have sex with them, and so,
Yeah.
people do that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things where we're taught something and it's ingrained in us and it's constant and constant and constant. They nail it in your head, and then you're going, "Well, this is how I feel." And it's
Yeah.
like, "Is it how you feel? Or is it how you were taught?" You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like kind of breaking the barriers of that thought, that whole thought process of, "This is not the way I've been taught it was." You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. I really wanted to, before we ended the show, I wanted to hit that up because for those of you listening out there, do me a favor if you can. If you can, reach out to us some way or another. Hit us up on, if you go to our Facebook page, you can actually find a way to call us. You can leave us a voicemail. You can actually text us on that same number. You can give us, just let us know what you think about that. Can you separate the 2? Can you separate the 2, the romance and the intimacy? Can you have a makeout session one-on-one and not have it be romantic? And also from the other standpoint, which is, as a partner watching your partner make out with somebody, is it bothersome? Is it awkward? Is it something that you're turned on by? What do you feel about that? Call us, leave us a voicemail, let us know your experiences, text us even. You don't even have to, we don't have to hear your voice. It can be completely anonymous. But this is something I'd really like to hear your opinions about. You can reach us on any of our socials. We have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. Um, we have our email, Beyond Monogamy for you at gmail.com. It's Beyond Monogamy, number 4, letter U at gmail.com. And you can reach out to us there or at the number that we have listed.
Yes. Do you want the number?
That would be great if you want to toss it
Okay.
out there.
Hold on. Keep talking.
So, realistically, I just want to hear from our fan base out there. You guys, y'all got to talk to us, and especially the ones that are around the world, because I'm curious. Is this a regional thing? I heard that our neighbors in other countries, and across the pond, maybe have different perspectives on this sort of thing.
Yes.
Sometimes, the USA, we can be a little prudish. Apparently, there's
Just a bit.
yeah.
Just a bit. So, Beyond Monogamy, we have a phone number. It is 512-893-3869.
Oh my gosh, that sounded sexy. How you read
And
that
then we
too?
have our email.
Yes.
It's Beyond Monogamy, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com.
Oh my god, you sound so sexy. You know that? Oh,
And our TikTok is beyond.monogamy.
oh, is that it? Is that
That's
all
it.
of it?
Yes.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can
So
blink now.
I'm sorry, but you are solidly hot, man. Solidly hot. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna wrap this up because we went a little bit over anyways. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all listening. You really keep us going, honestly, because like I said, I've quit the show maybe 4 or 5 times. So you guys keep us going. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you for showing the love and support and for being our friends, for being our family, and for being our lovers. That's right.
Woo!
Our prospective lovers. And with that, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.